Hello,
See
good
you,
morning. Nice to
have a
see you.
seat. If the viewers at home don't know about the guest that we'll be meeting today with Grow With Garfield conversation, then look out. We're going to learn a great deal about this individual who has made a life mission to give back and serve others. We're especially proud that Salina Sutton has chosen to make Garfield Heights City Schools her home because her initiatives, her leadership, and her love for our students is truly making a difference. Folks at home, please help me by welcoming Salina Sutton. Welcome, Ms. Sutton.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We want to start right at the beginning. Tell us a little bit about your background and how we ended up at this moment.
Okay. I'm from the Cleveland area. I'm from the east side suburbs. Went to Orange High School, graduated there. Got a full scholarship to Ohio State. Go Buckeyes. Graduated with dual majors, double degrees in history, political science, African American studies. Was sick of Ohio, so took my tail to California. While I was there, was able to get my master's in public administration. Worked with several grassroots organizations, worked for the state of California as well as the county of Sacramento doing policy work and advocacy work. Got furloughed, recession, and came back here and started working with Cuyahoga County Children Protective Services and did that for approximately 10 years. Worked for the schools and now I'm here.
Well, Child Protective Services. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Yes, Child Protective Services. I started out at the time the position was called a Social Worker 3. I was an intake worker, so whenever a case came in, educational neglect, physical abuse, medical neglect, I would be first response, go out to the house and assess the situation with families. Found that very rewarding. Loved actually working with CPS in that capacity and was able to advance and get promoted. And eventually I became what's called a program officer. And that's kind of like an administrative position with policy and procedure. And I was able to go out to different schools and talk to them about what we do at CPS and how we do things at CPS and what we really want to achieve within a community. But at the same time, I also had to review every single child fatality that happened in Cuyahoga County. So it was very heavy, very intense work. And I decided to move on from that because I was seeing one part of the equation of family and I wanted to see the positive part.
Yeah.
So I got involved with schools.
All right, well, we're very happy that you
Thank
decided
you.
to get involved with schools. So tell me a little bit about, there's this thing that I've been hearing so much about, this initiative. Tell me a little bit about, give us the name of the initiative and tell us all about it because it's something that's wonderful that's happening here in our schools.
Yes, so I am actually not part of it. I was introduced to this initiative at another school district.
Okay.
And I just felt it was so amazing that when I got here, I said, we have to keep going with this. And the initiative is called Believe in Dreams. And it is a small scale Make-A-Wish Foundation for children in Cuyahoga County that have experienced some sort of trauma. And a lot of times when we think of trauma, we think of a child being abused or neglected. And that's not necessarily the case. Trauma can be environmental. It can be, my home has lead, or we're homeless, or we're displaced, or, my dad passed away, or, my dad lost his job. All of these things are trauma. Everyone experiences trauma. So what we try to do is we refer children who might not be exposed to different things. And we've had children that say, I want to be a Coast Guard, but I don't know what it really means. Well, let's link you with the Coast Guard. We want to be part of the National Guard. We took a child to Columbus and they did work with the National Guard and it was pretty awesome. A lot of children, they want computers and games and things, and we get those. We've gotten iPhones, we've gotten Beats headphones, we've gotten MacBooks, anything you can imagine, shopping sprees to Nordstrom's to Target. We really want to make a great experience that they will always love and always cherish for their lives.
That's awesome.
So yes, that's what we're doing here. And we've done approximately 7 at the middle school.
Okay.
So, right.
You came right in and just hit the ground running.
I did. I really felt passionately about Believe in Dreams, and we've really done some good work. And I want to continue this next year.
Have you done this type of work in another school district as
I
well?
did. I was introduced to Believe in Dreams at Maple School District.
Okay.
And when it fell into our laps, we were like, this sounds too good to be true. But it's not. They do fantastic work. My understanding is that the family went through their own traumas and they said, you know what? What helped us is that other people helped us and we want to give back to the community, and that's what they've been doing. And they've been doing it for some years now.
That's good. That is very good. So why Garfield Heights students? Why do you love Garfield Heights students so much?
Well, they keep me humble. And I remember, this is my first year here, and I remember that question was asked about why do I want to come here? And my response, and it still stands, is no day is the same. No day is rote. It's not the same every day.
Yeah.
These children will keep you humble and They they're amazing. They're exciting. I love working with them. I love coming to work. It's a fun job, and they're fun people.
So, Ms. Sutton, why is it important for students to be at school and to stay at school and even to be on time for school?
So I did attendance policy previously, and when I came here, I noticed that we were starting to do that again, and I wanted to insert myself in that. And I noticed a lot of parents were like, "Well, they're passing. Why they need to come to school?" And we want to, let our community know that it's not just about a passing grade. It's about our social emotional learning, our social emotional health, us interacting with one another, us having a sense of community. And so we want to get that message across. And we also want to get across to parents that we are not judging you. Life happens.
Yes.
Life humbles us all. So we
Yes.
want to come from a place of understanding. If there's a problem with a child getting to school, let us know. Let us try to figure this out together. And they need to come to school because it's school and it can be fun. It's not just learning. We're not prison. We are a school.
Yes. And I believe that if we want our kids to come to school and to come to school on time, we need to make sure that we're creating that environment
Absolutely.
that's conducive to them wanting to be there.
Absolutely.
For them to feel a part of that building or part of that classroom. And we have to do our part as well. Not only just to go out and have conversations about them needing to be there, but
Mhm.
creating that environment
Absolutely.
so that they want to be there.
Absolutely. I agree.
So what would you tell someone who was interested in Garfield Heights City Schools? What would you tell them to do?
So this is how you got me. It was explained to me, do you want to be part of something new?
Mm,
Do you want to be part of change?
Yeah.
At my old school, I wasn't part of change.
okay.
Everything was in place, and which is that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you want to be part of something growing and something changing and something that you are a part of from the ground up, and you want to attach your name to it, and you want to have that positive influence, no one's held me back here. Anytime I've had an idea, go for it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it was administration, if it was a guidance counselor, if it was the board who
Yes.
said, "Yeah, we'll approve Believe in Dreams, go for it." I want to be part of that change.
Good. And that's awesome. And the reason why that's so awesome is because we're trying to create a movement here. Not just,
Absolutely.
hey, we're just here just for a moment to do X, Y, and Z. No, we're
Mhm.
trying to create something that's going to be sustainable and
Mhm.
continue to respond to the needs of kids. And that is something that is extremely important to me, that we're not just serving the kids that were here 10 years ago. We're serving
Right.
the kids that are sitting right here in front of us. And we need to make sure that we're building those solid relationships, that we are finding folks who are interested in them and being a part of the change that we've so strongly pushed forward and making sure it's happening. So we are very happy that you're
Thank
here
you.
with us. So tell us about some of the outcomes of Believe in Dreams right here in Garfield Heights.
Absolutely. So the dream is actually for the student or the child, but what we've seen is that it's really interactive and it has involved the family. I've had moms and dads, and they've said no other school district took this interest in my child. And it's really, really amazing because even though the dream is another organization, the fact that they've embraced Garfield as well, it's really become a community event where we've embraced the child. And I mean, that's what we all want to do. I don't know. It's just a beautiful experience. You have to be there to experience it. Everyone's crying. Everyone's happy. It's bittersweet. It's a happy, joyous moment for everyone.
So that California experience, you're getting ready to help me out with a lot of things, but it might put you in a bit of hot water. And you spend so many years in California out there. I'm sure you were able to experience Whataburger.
No.
You didn't experience Whataburger up there?
No.
Okay, the reason why is because I've had Whataburger and I've had Swenson's.
Oh, Swenson's.
Swenson's wins
But
every time.
In-N-Out.
That's it.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out burgers.
In-N-Out is always going to win over anybody.
Really?
In-N-Out.
I've had In-N-Out.
You don't like In-N-Out?
I didn't like In-N-Out.
I've never met someone that didn't like In-N-Out.
I did not. It was just regular. It was regular. But a Swenson's burger, and
Well, Swenson's is up the street from me.
I'd never heard of Swenson's until I got here.
Oh, okay.
And so they were like, hey, you need to go to this burger spot, and it's Swenson's. I was like, oh, okay.
No, In-N-Out is hands down. I miss In-N-Out so much.
See, let me tell you what's wrong with In-N-Out. There's some secret things that
Sauces, that's
yeah,
right.
secret
And it's
stuff.
in the
you
jungle.
gotta order.
Yeah, that's not on the menu. That's right. That's the beauty of it.
You know how many times I've had this debate with my buddy who lives out there right
Uh-huh.
now, I've been telling them, like, look, you have to come and have this burger out here. You're like, no, this In-N-Out is this and that. So In-N-Out wins for you.
Absolutely. There's
Okay.
no other restaurant as far as fast food that's better than In-N-Out.
Oh, don't hold that against. Don't hold that against her. Right? She's doing some marvelous work. So let's
I
remember the work.
love In-N-Out. I miss it. I hope they came to the Midwest, but no, they're not trying to help us out here.
But here in Ohio, I gotta go for Swenson's.
Swenson's? Not even, what's it called, Sonic?
No,
Okay.
no, not Sonic. not, I like Sonic.
Okay, I was just asking.
It's not Swenson's. You can go ahead and take that coleslaw on that, put it on the Swenson's burger. Oh my goodness, I'm hungry now. We got to cut this so I can go get me a
That's right.
burger right there. But thank you again.
Thank you guys.
All right,
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you now. Well, there you have it. Salina Sutton doing amazing things for the Garfield Heights City Schools. From Believe in Dreams, which is amazing, to her extensive background in service, policy, and advocacy, and how she's helping to train our middle school students. Ms. Sutton is a perfect example of someone making a decision to grow with Garfield. Until next time, I'm Dr. Richard Reynolds. Thank you for watching, and go Bulldogs.